In the cold, desolate town of Ravenscroft, where shadows whispered secrets and the wind carried the weight of unspoken fears, I stumbled upon a peculiar DVD shop, tucked away in a dimly lit alley. Its faded sign bore the name Nightmare Fuel Animations. Intrigued by the ominous allure, I hesitated for only a moment before pushing open the creaky door, revealing a room filled with the smell of aged leather and the faint hum of electricity. Behind the counter stood an old man with hollow eyes that seemed to absorb the flickering light. His gnarled fingers traced the outline of a dusty book, and as I approached, he glanced up, fixing me with a gaze that sent shivers down my spine. "Looking for something different, are you?" he croaked, a knowing grin spreading across his wrinkled face. Without waiting for an answer, he reached beneath the counter and produced a small, unmarked DVD case. "This one's not like the others. A tale to haunt your dreams." Intrigued and more than a little uneasy, I purchased the mysterious DVD and left the shop. The moon hung low in the sky as I made my way home, the ominous glow casting long, distorted shadows on the empty streets. Upon entering my dimly lit apartment, I inserted the disc into the player, settling in for an evening of eerie entertainment. As the screen flickered to life, an unsettling hush enveloped the room. The animation that unfolded before me was unlike anything I had ever seen. The characters moved with an uncanny realism, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intelligence. The story began, innocently enough, a quaint village plagued by a mysterious curse. The protagonist, a young woman with porcelain skin and raven black hair, ventured into the haunted woods to confront the malevolent force. Every rustle of the animated leaves echoed in my ears, and I found myself immersed in the chilling atmosphere. The animation seemed to breathe with a life of its own, drawing me deeper into the narrative. As the story progressed, the line between reality and animation blurred. I felt a growing unease, a gnawing anxiety that refused to be ignored. The characters on the screen mirrored my expressions, their eyes following my every move. It was as if the story had transcended the boundaries of the screen, seeping into the room like an intangible fog. The tale took a dark turn as the cursed entity revealed itself. A grotesque creature with gnarled limbs and hollow eyes, a twisted reflection of the malevolence lurking within the cursed village. The protagonist faced horrors beyond imagination, and with each passing frame, the air in my apartment grew heavier. Suddenly, the animation ceased, freezing on a single frame. The protagonist turned to face me, her animated eyes locking onto mine. A guttural whisper echoed through the room, chilling me to the core. "You've invited the darkness." The DVD player whirred to life, ejecting the disc with a mechanical hum. The room plunged into darkness, broken only by the feeble glow of the screen. Panic seized my chest as the shadows coalesced into grotesque shapes that slithered along the walls. The protagonist from the animation materialized before me, stepping out of the screen like a phantom emerging from the netherworld. Her cold, lifeless eyes bore into mine, and a voice, both ethereal and haunting, echoed in the silence. "You watched, and now, you are part of the tale." The room warped, twisting into a nightmarish landscape. I stumbled through a surreal dreamscape, the boundary between reality and animation disintegrating. The cursed entity from the story manifested, its gnarled limbs reaching out to ensnare me in a suffocating embrace. Desperation clawed at my throat as I tried to escape the nightmare. The walls pulsed with an otherworldly energy, and the air resonated with the tortured cries of the cursed villagers. Every attempt to flee only propelled me deeper into the animated nightmare, where the boundaries of reason crumbled like brittle parchment. I awoke with a gasp, drenched in cold sweat. The room was still, the DVD player silent, and the cursed village nothing more than a haunting memory. Yet, as I gathered my composure, I noticed the DVD case on the table, its empty gaze seemingly mocking my vulnerability. haunted by the lingering echoes of the nightmare fuel animation. I couldn't shake the feeling that the line between fiction and reality had been forever blurred. The curse of Ravenscroft had found a new victim, and the shadows whispered their malevolent secrets to an audience of one.